Hi everyone, I'm Angela and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about stress, what it does to our bodies, and some simple ways that we can relax and de-stress and feel better in general. So, have you ever heard of the fight or flight response? This is what happens when we're facing something dangerous, like if we're running from a bear. Our bodies do something different to help us be successful in getting away from danger. So some different things that happen. Our pupils dilate so we can see better. Our breathing gets faster to bring more oxygen into our bodies. Our heart rate goes up to get that oxygen out to our muscles. And then some other things, our digestion slows down, and our body's immune system slows down. And then we release these chemicals to keep us alert. And all of these things help us cope with danger and get away from danger. But what's interesting is that this is the exact same thing that our bodies do when we're stressed out. Our body doesn't really understand the difference between a threat like I'm worried and a threat like there's a bear running after me. So sometimes we have to remind our bodies to calm down, because over time, if we were try to run away from a bear forever and ever and ever, our bodies would just get tired of trying to be in that mode. It's really good for us in a pinch, but being on high alert is really hard on our bodies, and it can make it easier for us to get sick. And we want to stay healthy. And so one of the ways that we can do that is to practice self-care or some different ways to relax and de-stress. So I wanted to talk about a few different ways that we can relax and de-stress to help tell our bodies that we don't have to run away from a bear, and it's okay to relax and be okay. So the first one is really simple. Breathe. When we slow down our breath, we tell our bodies that we can relax and calm down and that we don't have to do anything dangerous. One way we can do that is by counting our breaths. And sometimes counting our breaths helps us slow it down. So what I have here is a little way that we can help us slow down. So you can see that. We're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and then hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that together, okay? In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Now, you might have liked the pace of that, or it might have been too fast or too slow. It's not important that you go at the pace that I just did. What's important is that you're trying to slow yourself down and count your breaths and keep the air held in your lungs so you're not just that's really hard on your body, right? So that's one thing you can do to de-stress, is just breathe in and out, but slower. Another thing you can do that you probably do every day already is you can color or draw. So if you have a coloring book, you can kind of relax yourself by picking colors and just running that crayon or pencil across the page. It can be a really nice, soothing feeling to do that. And if you're really feeling creative, you can draw whatever comes to your mind. You can draw something that's worrying you. You can draw something that makes you super happy that you miss or wish you could do. You can draw a picture of your absolute favorite things to do or eat, or favorite people to hang out with, or your favorite place on earth. All of those things are great ways to de-stress and just relax and be able to focus on something nice. The next thing that we can do is be thankful. So I want you to practice this one with me. I'd like you to think of 5 things that you're really thankful for. 5 good things that you have going for you right now. Maybe it's family, maybe it's health, maybe it's something good to eat or something fun to do. So think of 5 things with me right now that make you happy and that make you appreciate what we have. Be thankful for it. So I'm thankful that I have a bike I can ride. I'm thankful that I can connect with my family on video chats, and I really love doing that and hearing their voices and seeing them. I am thankful for my health, that I can breathe easy right now and that my body feels good and strong and can do what it needs to do. That's 3. I'm thankful for my husband because he's super silly and fun and great to be around. And I am thankful for Children's Grief Connection for putting together these videos and for helping keep us connected. It makes me really happy. So that's all you have to do to be thankful, and practice that to help calm you down. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is laugh. Laughing is a really interesting one. So I'm going to tell you some jokes, and I won't know if you're laughing or not, but I'm going to assume that I'm super funny and you really liked it. So, do you know why the pony couldn't sing? Because she was a little hoarse. Nope? Okay. All right. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. And finally, if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims. Okay, so here's the funny thing about laughing, is that even if you're faking a laugh, even if you just go ha 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 ha, and it's a super fake laugh and you don't really mean it, your body doesn't know the difference. Even though your brain knows that you're faking it, your body is like, oh, are we laughing? Are we happy right now? So that's kind of a fun trick that you can do, is to help trick your body into feeling a little better, is just laugh. Even if you don't really mean it or you're kind of faking it, it can kind of help to do that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to try is writing a poem. Oh, I know, right? Is this like homework? It is not like homework. This is a way that you can focus your thoughts and think about something that makes you really happy in a kind of formatted way. And you can try these, and if you don't like them, you don't have to do them again. But I'd love for you to try 2 different ways of writing poems, and maybe they'll help you think about something that you love in a different way. So the first poem that we're going to write is a cinquain. Oh, that's a fancy French word, isn't it? Cinquain. And cinquain kind of means 5. It's based off the French word for 5. And so it has 5 lines. So the first line is just one word, and it's the title of your poem. So in this case, my first line is one word, snow. So write down one word that's the title of your poem. That's your first line. The second line has 2 words, and it describes the title of your poem. So if my poem is snow, my words here are lovely and white. Okay. The third line is 3 words, and those 3 words are actions that the title of your poem does. So here, snow can be falling, dancing, and drifting. The next line, guess how many words it has? It has 4 words, and these are the feelings, either feelings that you have about the subject of your poem or the feeling of the subject of your poem. Like, what does it feel like to you? So I say, for snow, covering everything it touches. And then the last line, you're going to say 5 words, but you're wrong. The last line has 1 word, but it just renames the title. It's a different way of saying the title. So in this case, instead of snow, I say blanket. And those are some of my feelings about snow, which I really like. So that was a lot of words. And this one, this next type of poem is a lot simpler. This one's called a loon, like the moon. And a loon has 3 lines. That's it. Just 3 lines. The first line has 3 words. The second line has 5 words. And the third line has 3 words. So here's an example of a loon I wrote. My hammock swings, my toes brush the grass, sunlight, breeze, warmth. That's it. 3 words, 5 words, 3 words. And now you can say that you're a poet and you have written poems. The next thing that we'll talk about is really, really simple. And you can do this either by looking out a window or going outside and looking up at the sky. And that is looking at clouds. I don't know when the last time was that you went outside and you just looked up at the sky. Sometimes the clouds and the sky are doing really cool things. And sometimes you can see shapes in the clouds. And sometimes even just looking at like the shapes that the clouds make or the patterns that they make is really interesting and it's different. And the cool thing is that clouds are changing all the time. One of the really nice things about looking at clouds as a way to disengage and de-stress and calm down is that it actually engages a different way of looking. If you're anything like me, you have been looking at your phone or your TV or different screens a lot of the time. And looking up at clouds helps engage a different chunk of your brain that looks far away and helps interpret what you're looking at a distance. So it's a really good exercise for your eyes and your brain too, and it helps you look at different shapes and appreciate the different shapes around you. So those are some simple strategies that you can take to calm down, relax, and de-stress, and share time that you have with your family and people around you while we're at home trying to be safe and comfortable. I hope you enjoyed this time.